Hey YouTube, what's up? Hey, we're gonna break down an AV8B Harrier and build this for you guys. We'll break it down, snap it together from the bottom to the top, and present you with a nice, easy to follow build guide for an AV8B Harrier style Starship in Starfield. So let me break it on down and I'll be right with you for the build. All right, before you start building this ship, you're going to want to pick up your specialty parts. From New Homestead, you're going to grab 6 Slayton Aerospace SA-4330 engines. From Teo Astroneering on Neon City, you're going to pick up your Shipbed 200 landing bay. And from Deimos Star Yard, you're going to grab a 100 DP Slim Docker. That's all the parts you're going to need. You will need 6 of these engines. Everything else is common parts available at your landing pad with Shipbuilder at your outpost. So once you grab your specialty parts, make your way over to your outpost. And we're going to start off by dropping down a Teo Slim 200 shipbed landing bay. Connected to that is a Teo Companionway 1x1 bottom B variant. And then next to that, we have a Teo Control Station 2x1 bottom B variant. And next, you'll connect you're going to connect your Teo braking engine onto the front of that. And then you'll bring in a Nova Calling 2L and you'll place it here. And then you're just going to duplicate it and flip it. And then that's how you're going to get one on the bottom there. Alrighty, next, bring in a pinpoint landing gear 4. And then just place that right here. Duplicate it, flip it, bring one to the other side, duplicate it, change the variant and put one here. Duplicate that, flip it to the other side, duplicate that, move it here, duplicate it, flip it, connect it to the other side, duplicate, change the variant to the aft, and then duplicate that, flip it, and connect it right there. All right, next we're going to go ahead and bring in a Deimos Hull A and place it just to the left of the 1x1 companionway. Right here is where I'm going to merge my reactor, my grav drive, and my shield into one spot to hide them. So I'm going to duplicate 3 Deimos Hulls right here. I'm going to put my shield on my companionway. And then I'm going to bring in my grav drive, which is the J52 Gamma grav drive, and I'm just going to connect that onto the top ones. I'm going to select 2 of these and duplicate them and just bring them over here. Now I'm going to select my grav drive and the bottom Deimos Hull and duplicate it down and delete this extra part. And what that did is drop my grav drive onto my shield. So I could delete this one. And now we're going to bring our reactor. And we need to duplicate this down 2 times. So select your reactor and Deimos Hull and duplicate it down. And select your Deimos Hull and your bottom reactor and duplicate those down. And now you can delete all these extra parts. And now we have reactor, grav drive, and shield all merged into one spot. Next, grab a Teo Companionway 1x1. You know what? Hold on. I lied. I actually want these to drop into my companionway. So what we're going to do is select your grav drive and your Deimos Hull and duplicate down. And then delete the grav drive from here. And then select the Deimos Hull and the reactor and duplicate them down and delete your reactor. So it should end up looking like that. Then you could bring out a Teo 1x1 top B companionway and select that and duplicate that down. And basically, it's going to clip a grav drive and a reactor where we have our ladder, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really affect anything, ultimately. Go ahead and grab your slim docker real quickly and just place it at the bottom of your companionways. Just right there. Okay, next bring out a Teo 2x1 bottom or a 2x1 top B and connect that right here. I'm using another control station. This is so that I have maximum crew. I have 2 control stations. I don't really care about anything else besides my crew count. Okay, next bring out an M50 Ulysses HE3 tank and connect that right here. Make sure it's dropped down right into there, into your landing gear, and then flip it twice and cancel. And then go ahead and duplicate that. Oops. And then flip it, bring it to the other side, flip it twice, and cancel. Next, bring out a Nova Cowling 1L and change the variant to the PM. Snap that in place right here, flip it twice and cancel. And then go ahead and duplicate that again. Snap it in right here, change the variant to the PA and cancel. Okay, go ahead and duplicate the SM again and flip it. Attach it to the other side, flip it twice and cancel. Okay, you can go ahead and duplicate that, move it here, change the variant to the SA. Make sure actually snap it on the grid before you snap it. Put it into place, flip it twice, and cancel. Duplicate parts have to be put onto the map before you can snap them. So. All right. Next, you can grab a Teo cowling, snap it into place right here, flip it twice, and cancel. Then you're gonna bring. Oh, sorry guys, this is a specialty part. You might not be able to add this right now if you didn't already buy it. So it's a Hope Tech Companionway Fuselage A. If you don't have this, I apologize. You're going to need that part. If you don't have it, just grab another. Well, actually, if you don't have it, you could add it in later. But for right now, just duplicate your 2x1 hab up. And then put your engine, put your cockpit here. We're using an Armstrong 10. Put your cockpit onto that and then duplicate your cockpit down. Okay, now delete this extra one. And then you basically just won't have this part till after you go buy it. Once you go and buy it, or if you have it right now, just place it right here and duplicate it down. Okay, so you're gonna have that look. So you can pick it up later and just drop it in later. Just head over to Hopetown and purchase that Fuselage A and then just drop it on. You could build the ship without it. You'll just build it like this for right now. Okay. Next, bring out a Nova cowling, flip it, and change the variant to a BM. And then place it on top of your landing bay. And then duplicate that and change the variant to the BA. That's bottom aft and bottom mid, by the way. All right, let's see. Now we're going to do our wings. So what I want you to do is duplicate these 2 Deimos Hull A's. And what the heck? Set them right there on top of the Nova Cowling BM. Go ahead and duplicate one forward. and duplicate these to both sides. Okay, so we're looking at that. We have 7 of them here. You could delete these 2 now. All right, first thing we're gonna do is bring in a Deimos bracer and then duplicate it, and then duplicate both of those and place them on the other side. Now, duplicate both of these over one more, and then one more. Okay? Just like that. All right, bring in a Stroud Cap A and just connect it right here to the back part. Duplicate it and flip it. And put one on the other side. Flip it 3 times. And then duplicate this. Oops, sorry. Duplicate this one. And connect it right here. Flip it 4 times. And cancel. Do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cancel. Same thing over here. Duplicate it. Snap it into place. Flip it 4 times and cancel. Repeat that one more time. All right. So now you have that look. Now duplicate all 4 of these up. And then you're going to flip them. So they have the flat edge on the outside. 3 flips for those. 1 flip for these. Okay. And now you can duplicate those down to the bottom by selecting this bottom one here and duplicating. Okay. Now you can delete these top parts. And you should have a look like that. And now we want to bring in these parts, these bumpers. And they're basically going to sit inside here like that. So what we want to do is bring this forward. And then bring out a Deimos bumper, put it on there, and flip it. Okay, duplicate all 3 of these over to here. And then we're going to drop down these. All 4 bumpers. Select a bottom hole and duplicate down. Then you can delete these extra parts. You don't need this anymore. All right, now you can move this one over here and move this one over here. And we're basically going to move these over one. Okay. So now you're done with this, you're done with this, you're done with this, you're done with this, this. Done with all those. You really don't need any of those anymore. Let's duplicate one of those. All right. So now we're going to duplicate these down. So select your 4 bumpers. And this bottom Deimos hole and duplicate down. And now you can delete everything up here on top. Oh, shoot. We didn't put one right here. Sorry, delete these end ones if you ended up with one on the end. And what we want to do is we need to bring this, duplicate this over to here and here. and then bring one up on top. So we need one in this position. Okay. And then now you can bring a Deimos bumper onto here and then flip one over here. So that part will drop down. Okay. So let's select our Deimos bumpers and this and duplicate that down. All right. Now you can delete all these upper pieces and all these Deimos holes. And now we have that. Okay. Now you can bring in a Deimos Skeg B and attach it to the middle section. And then attach to that a Skeg A. And you could duplicate both of those and just bring them to the other side of your ship. Okay. And now you want to bring in a Nova Cowling 2L. And you're going to place it right here, but flip it 2 times. Oh, where'd it go? Flip it twice. Oh, it's dropping down. Never mind. It doesn't like us. Grab yourself a Deimos hole A. And put that right there. Then snap this and flip it twice and cancel. Okay, now you can delete that. Then you're going to go ahead and duplicate this, change the variant and put it right here, and then duplicate this, change the variant and put it right there. Okay. Now grab a Stroud nose cap B. You're going to put that in place right here, flip it twice and cancel. Now you could just temporarily move this Nova Cowling 2L off. And you're going to bring in a Deimos spine F and then flip it to the aft position. And so it's got this slope on the outside, basically. And then you're going to grab a SA 4330 engine and flip one to this position. And then duplicate that and put one on this side. Okay, then duplicate this and flip it so it's opposite of the one at the bottom. So just opposite of this, like that. And then duplicate this and flip it to this side. Okay, so you're looking at it like that. Go ahead and bring this one down. Oh, you can't yet, sorry. So let's bring in, now we're going to bring in a Deimos hull A again, 2 of them. And we're going to select both of these engines and duplicate them down. Up. If they go up, that's fine. Just select them again and duplicate down. Now they'll go down for you. Okay, so now we have 2 engines here and 2 engines on the outside. So we want to duplicate these. So just go ahead and duplicate them down. And then select them again and duplicate them up. And now we have 6 engines right there. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Okay, next you could duplicate this spine F, put it on top of your engines, and then bring yourselves in a Deimos spine A and place it right here, and a Deimos spine D and place it right here. After that, you can just position in your Nova Cowling 2L and flip it twice and cancel. And that's the basic design of your Harrier. I didn't duplicate these, so let me, I moved them instead of duplicating them. So that's your basic, that's the basic design of the ship. Okay, the only thing left is your weapons. Now, if y'all watched any of my videos, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hide my weapons all into one spot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them right on top of my grav drive here. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put them all right there. That'll be a lot easier. So what you're going to do is bring in a Deimos hole and put that right there. And then you're going to bring in an equipment plate. Put that right here. If you don't want to do this, by the way, there's plenty of spaces to put your weapons underneath. I just like to hide mine. Now you can delete this Deimos hole, duplicate this down. Okay, now what we're going to do is put all these weapons onto one equipment plate to save space and to use less parts. So what I'm using on this ship is MKE-9A auto gauss guns, Mahler 106T autocannon turrets, and Atlee 280C missile launchers. So this is like a ballistics build ship. So this is probably a ship that I used when I was ranking up my ballistic skills. So go ahead and put your first weapon down here and then duplicate a copy up to the top. We are going to need 2 Deimos hole A's. All right, once you have those, so we have 1 in position, we need 2 more down. So let's select our weapon and our Deimos hole and duplicate down, and then select our bottom hole and our weapon and duplicate down. Since these have a max power of 4, I can only carry 3 of them. So I'm going to now delete one, and now I have 3 down here. That gives me my 12 weapon power. Next is going to be Mahler autocannons. These also have a weapon power of 4, so I could use 3 of them. So let's duplicate 3 of these down. So there's 1, 2, 3. And then my final weapon is going to be the MKE-9A auto gauss gun. So this is also max power 4, so I could carry 3. So let's duplicate 3 down. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Now you can delete all these Deimos holes. Delete this top weapon and equipment plate. Grab your Nova Cowling, flip it twice, and lock it into place. Go ahead and assign your weapons. And let's check our errors. Can't reach cockpit from landing bay. Can't reach cockpit from docker. Okay, why not? There you go. Just select your parts and make sure they're snapped into place. And in my case, the cockpit wasn't snapped onto the hab down here. So that's it. Good to go. Everything's working for me. What happened was my cockpit was snapped to my fuselage, but the fuselage isn't connected to anything. So you need to make sure your cockpit's snapped to the Teo 2x1 bottom hab down there. And that finalizes the AV-8B Harrier. Go ahead and validate no errors in your logs. Your weapons are assigned. You can go ahead and give it a name. I called mine the AV-8B Harrier. You could give yours whatever name you'd like. And that's it, folks. If you like this video, consider giving me a thumbs up. And don't forget to check the playlist on my page. This will be the 13th build on the playlist, and we're adding more every day. So you could just follow that playlist if you'd like. And that's going to cover it. Until next time, everybody, peace out.